Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, don't mind my son with the goofy looking face. Today, we're going to be starting a new journey for Chris and I. We're going to be watching the 1992 X-Men animated series. I obviously started my MCU storyline learning about how that part of the universe a long time ago, all the way back to Iron Man 1 and the original X-Men movies and whatnot. Chris is relatively new to Marvel. I've told him about some stuff. He's watched a couple Marvel's movies with me, but I think the animated show might actually be really fun for him to get into. And seeing as though the X-Men 97 show just started, we're going to go ahead and do this together. So, Chris, who's your favorite X-Men? What X-Men do you know? Do you know Wolverine? Okay. Do you know who Colossus is? Okay. Do you know who Storm is? 10 points if you can tell me what you think Storm's powers are.
Like control the weather?
Yes, actually. Okay, so there's also a character, I don't know if she's in this, but there's a character named Mystique. Mystique can transform what she looks like. There's also Professor X. Do you know Professor X? So Professor X is kind of like, they all live in a school, kind of, sort of. At least if it's what I remember. And Professor X is kind of the head of the whole thing. Don't mind the dogs, guys. They're barking right now, but they'll chill out. And there's also Professor X is in a wheelchair. It's actually a hover chair in this. It doesn't sit on the ground. It actually like hovers across the ground. And let's see, who else is in this? Do you know who Rogue is? So Rogue from the movies, Rogue has the power of she can touch you and she can take your powers for a limited time, kind of thing. I don't know if it's the same in this. I truly don't know. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and start watching, and let's check this out and see how it is. All right. So that's Cyclops. Wolverine. That's Rogue. Beast. I forgot to mention Beast. That's Professor X. He has mind control powers. You know who that is? So that was Magneto. So you've got the X-Men and you've got the Brotherhood of Mutants, and the Brotherhood is the bad guys.
Today, the downtown area was rocked by another outbreak of violence.
I should be knowing who that is. I cannot remember. Oh, I think that's Sabretooth.
She needs help.
But how could you register her with that mutant control agency as if she were some sort of criminal?
The agency isn't a prison, Martha. It's an outreach program to help these unfortunate people. You know I love her.
But what will happen to her now?
I don't know. Let's just hope the neighbors never find
Okay, so
out
I
our
think
beautiful
that's
Jubilee's
Jubilee.
a mutant. Well, they'd never understand.
It's not my fault.
Who's this? Oh, that's a Sentinel. They're sent to like hunt down mutants.
What if we were wrong? What if she isn't a mutant?
Yeah, Jubilee.
Are you kidding? Look what she did to the VCR just by touching it.
Tell me the truth. Are you sorry we took her in?
Of course not.
Yeah, she ran away. Yeah, she ain't there. Really? That's your reaction to someone busting your wall in?
I agree.
Jubilee? Is everything all right?
Really?
There was a giant...
Oh, it's a video game. Okay.
I'll teach you to invade my universe.
Oh, she's still being hunted.
Can't you do something?
What do you want me to do? Arrest them?
Closing on assigned target.
What's so wrong with being a mutant anyway? No, not again.
So what, she fries electronics?
Hey, you're one of them, ain't you?
Stupid jerk arcade manager. Hey! Watch where you're
Oh, is that
going.
Rogue? I think that's Rogue.
Us?
And that's
What
Storm.
bug rolled up her shorts?
Do not be alarmed.
Do not be alarmed.
Serve and protect.
I'll take
You're a
these.
giant robot.
Yeah.
You must like to play cards.
I like solitaire, okay? Unless I got someone.
It's an interesting accent.
You dweebs!
So you don't hear all this massive ruckus going on through the mall?
I hope you're just low security.
Target identified. Initiate capture.
Did you see it said mutant life form? Yeah, that's Storm and Rogue.
Sail. Storm, mistress of the elements, commands you to release that child.
Did you see how her eyes frosted over?
Unidentified mutants. Ignore.
Ignore? So it wants Jubilee for some reason. Well, that's convenient.
You're flying.
Mutant, stop.
So Rogue is strong.
Did you see what she did?
Yes, Rogue has a way with men.
Okay, so Rogue's powers are different than they were in the movie.
They feel great.
Like anything else?
Don't go away.
Don't worry, Cher. Your insurance can handle it.
Halt, mutant.
Who's a mutant? Don't answer that.
Where you going, Petit?
Stand aside. I must apprehend that mutant.
Hey, apprehend this.
So he throws cards.
How did you do that?
With style, Petit. With style.
I must be going nuts. Everybody's gone. People flying everywhere. The balls turned into some creepy.
Dude, is
surreal
he gonna get in the car?
game.
Is he just, so he landed in the car, is he just gonna take off?
He doesn't see me. I hope he doesn't
Probably.
see me.
Hopefully.
No,
It's gonna be
no,
funny.
No.
Unregistered
Okay, no,
mutant.
he's out.
Expendable.
Wish I weighed 180
Get away
pounds.
from here. I mean it.
Whoa!
I don't believe
Coming out of nowhere.
Like some kind of like star magic.
I don't think she knew she could do that.
that looked like some kind of like
anybody.
star magic.
I didn't ask to be a mutant.
Was that gonna knock her out?
Who are you?
Cyclops.
Dude, he's
Oh, what a choice.
he's kind of big.
Energy blast, huh? Here's one from a pro.
Dude, did you just cut his head off?
That was hilarious. Like
Okay, so is this the mansion then? Yeah, this is the mansion.
that robot cut down the entire building, and then all it took is one one gigantic laser to destroy it.
Well, it's Cyclops' laser, so
Yeah,
it's pretty
makes
powerful.
sense.
So Jubilee has the power to control and fry electronics.
Yeah, I think so.
Zap it.
Like
Come on, I
electricity.
know you're in there.
Okay.
Mutant powers definitely have.
And
their
this is
advantage.
all underneath so this is like a facility that's underneath the mansion.
Growing menace of mutant violence.
My fellow Americans, I am an idiot.
Was this girl kidnapped by mutants? Film at 11.
Mall violence. Film at 11.
Is that Mystique, or is there another shapeshifter I don't know about?
In
I think that's Sabretooth.
It's time we recognize that all mutants are potentially dangerous to mankind.
Get a life.
I knew the existence of the X-Men would be revealed to the public one day, but not like this. She's trying to escape.
This is Professor Xavier. Code 3.
Code 3. Danger Room.
The intruder will not elude me.
Gambit Wolverine training sequence.
Petit, this is no place for you.
Enter Wolverine.
Oh my god. Imagine what would
What
happen.
was the purpose in that?
Tag, you're it. This game is over.
Cue commercial.
Don't hurt him!
Wow. Oh my god.
Don't worry.
That's interesting, the way that his claws
You
appear
just
like
hurt
that.
Wolverine's pride. That's
Almost like they're magic.
What is this weird place?
The danger room.
Oh, so the danger room is like their training room.
I could have made sense of that.
Yeah, but I just found why call it the danger room?
Probably because it's dangerous.
I wonder if anyone's actually watching this, let me know if in the comics was it actually called the danger room.
Extraordinary powers at about your age. Professor Xavier is our leader, and he has named
You
us
see your earrings?
the X-Men. They call me Storm. This is Professor Xavier's School for the Gifted.
Gifted, huh? That's a nice way of saying mutants. Weirdos. Aren't you guys a little old for school, or did you all get held back?
We X-Men learned something very special here, Jubilee.
Their powers.
How to control our mutants' powers for the benefit of mankind.
All right.
People fear what they do not understand.
I managed to retrieve part of the robot's visual memory. Take a closer look as I replay it.
Howdy, Wolverine. Take a load off.
Anybody notify the kid's parents?
We gave him a holler, but nobody hollered back.
There. That ID photograph is from the Mutant Control Agency registration files.
Professor Xavier, could the government be plotting against mutants?
No. The Mutant
Beast is just
Control
kicking it with his
Agency is
feet
a
up.
private organization, occasionally supported by the government.
Does your daughter have any mutant friends?
Why don't you get closer to the
These
screen?
women, perhaps.
She's only been with us a year. She's a foster child.
Oh, wow.
She always kept her secrets to herself.
I didn't realize that she was a foster child.
I gotta make sure they're okay.
And there's another one just kicking it, ready to go. Is it going to be able to do what the other ones from the movies do, where it's absorbed her power now?
What the?
Just trying to gas her.
Not again.
That building is the headquarters of the Mutant Control Agency. Somewhere in there are the registration files of hundreds of mutants, innocently duped into revealing their identities. So we get them, and we shred them. Storm will take 3 X-Men in with her. Wolverine, and Beast, and Morph.
Oh, his name is
Makes you feel
Morph?
any better, Gambit? I go in like this, huh?
We've been together for a long time, and I strongly believe, as you do, in the peaceful coexistence between humans and mutants. But when you formed the X-Men, was it not to teach us to use our powers to benefit mankind?
I know what you're going to say, Cyclops, but I'm afraid we have no choice. Cheers, Pat got cold feet. Anytime, pretty boy.
Okay, so they didn't agree with each other in this story, too.
Gone.
I'm going after her.
No way, Wolverine. We've got a job to do first.
I go where I wanna go.
So Wolverine is he's a solo act in this, just like he is in the movies, too.
I remember when I was 13, had me a boyfriend. Till I kissed him. Poor boy was in a coma for 3 days. That was when I first realized if I touched anybody, I absorbed their strength right into me.
Hey, whenever I got into trouble at school, I used to turn myself into the principal.
Oh my god.
You're supposed to know everything, Beast. What makes us like we are, anyway?
Gamma rays, pollution, ozone depletion.
Gamma rays. They said gamma rays.
Television, progress.
Do you know who else was created by gamma rays? Hulk.
You sure
Even though
make
he's not a
lot of
mutant.
noise.
Makes
You
sense.
decide to join us.
Oh,
eh?
look. Wolverine showed up.
Got bit by a dog, too.
Okay, Storm. Do your thing.
Hi, Santa.
Hey, can you guys boost me over the fence, Beast?
Looks like we can.
Are you all right? Never better. What? Nighty-night.
That's a convenient power, isn't it?
So he has any gun that he
That was weird. I don't know.
transformed
Did he lift that gun from the guard without the guard knowing it? Because he should just be able to change what he looks like.
Oh my god. He didn't even use the door properly.
The guard's keys. So I'll buy him a new door.
Are they going because they know she's here?
Are any of us ever truly
No.
secure?
They're going there to, like, figure out.
Nervous as a long-tailed
About
cat
the
in
Sentinels?
rocking chairs.
Yeah.
I just wish I knew what
Oh,
was
that's right.
happening.
Because the... Okay, okay. Sorry, it took me a second to catch up.
Everyone has a gun.
Yeah,
in there.
everybody does have a gun. Okay, so that's the end of that episode. Which is perfect timing, because Mommy and Sister are getting home. Okay, everybody, so that was the series premiere of X-Men 1992, Season 1, Episode 1. So, what did we learn? We learned about...
all the X-Men.
all the X-Men. We saw Cyclops. We saw Wolverine. We saw
Storm.
We saw Gambit, who I have not seen yet, so I was a little bit lost on his powers.
Morph.
But we saw Morph, which is interesting. And we saw Rogue. We saw Professor X, and we saw the mansion, and obviously the Sentinels came and started hunting down Jubilee, but Jubilee didn't know why. And then she ended up landing in with the X-Men, but she didn't know that the X-Men were there to actually protect her, kind of thing. So it was a fun episode. Definitely laying down interesting, where is this going, that kind of stuff. And with that, we will go ahead and move on to episode 2. I don't know if we're going to record that tonight or if we're going to continue tomorrow. I have been working all day, and Chris here has been up all day, so I don't know if we're in the mood or not. But that would be that, so we're going to go ahead and sign off for now. And we're going to start a new thing. I will tell you on the first episode what the new thing is, but I will not tell you from here out. So at the end of every episode, I'm going to give you a very obscure movie quote. My family hates me for this because I say movie quotes all the time, and my workmate's also not too happy. And if one specific workmate is watching, he can attest to the fact that he was there at the birth of this idea. So, in the sticking with the X-Men idea, I will go ahead and say, what do they call you? Wheels? Okay, so we'll talk to you guys later, all right?